Something doesn't quite compute with Caleb Williams. Last year, he held the ball longer than most quarterbacks, and as you might expect, sacks were a huge problem. He took 68 of them. This year, Williams' sack rate has plummeted, but he's holding the ball longer than ever. So, what's going on here? Take a look at this chart. The first column shows the average time before a throw, sack, or scramble. To make it simpler, let's put these time frames into buckets. The first bucket shows plays under 2 seconds. Sack rate is virtually zero here. It doesn't matter how fierce the opposing defensive line is, they're not getting there that fast. The next time frame we'll call the optimal bucket, anything from 2 to 3.5 seconds. As you can see in the second column, most plays happen here. This is a sweet spot, the way the coach wants it, with 2.5 seconds roughly ideal. Then we get to the long plays, anything from 3.5 to 5 seconds. This is the danger area for sack rate, as once you get past 3.5 seconds, you're off schedule. The offensive line can't really be held responsible for your protection anymore. Then you have the plays longer than 5 seconds, the ultra-long plays. Now, 5 seconds doesn't seem like a long time, but it is when you're a quarterback holding the ball with 300-pounders bearing down on you. With these plays, just about anything can happen. As the numbers show, EPA per pass play peaks under 3.5 seconds for the league at large and for Caleb Williams. So, let's look at Caleb's numbers in these buckets. Column 2 shows the percentage of his pass plays in each category. Much like the rest of the league, most are in that optimal bucket, 2 to 3.5 seconds, where the EPA per play remains strong. But his percentage of passes in that 5+ second bucket has actually jumped this season. In fact, his average time to throw is 3.13 seconds, the longest on record since 2012. To get a feel for just how long that is, only one player in the league this season is above even 3 seconds. Williams is in his own world here. While his average time has jumped year over year, his sack rate has somehow fallen. So what has changed? Why is this happening? The offensive line is unquestionably better after the organization made major investments in the offseason. And then Williams is playing with greater purpose, an escape artist with a plan, as opposed to one running for his life. I've singled out two very similar plays in that 5+ second bucket, one from last season, another from 2025. On the first one, he's got his running back open to the left, but pressure arrives and Williams takes the sack, a disaster play. This season, under almost identical circumstances, Williams survives to find his running back for a completion. A great escape. These plays suggest Williams has learned from experience to make better decisions in these high-leverage moments. This helps explain why the sack rate is down on these super long plays, and by extension, why Williams' stats are better overall. There's no question Williams is handling these super long plays better this season than last, but consistency remains a concern. Even this past week against Pittsburgh, despite lowering his time to throw overall, Williams did hold the ball for longer than 5 seconds on one play, inviting a sack fumble in his own end zone that the Steelers recovered for a touchdown.